I'm gonna enjoy this one. Boston social justice activist, hubby, scammed at least $185K from donors. A high-profile social justice activist in Boston and her husband used a non-profit they founded to scam at least $185,000 from donors, who included a Black Lives Matter chapter and the local district attorney's office. Monica Cannon Grant and Clark Grant allegedly treated their Violence in Boston organization as a personal piggy bank to pay for rent, shopping sprees, delivery meals, visits to a nail salon, and a summer vacation trip to Maryland. Which I have to say, if you're going to spend all of everyone else's money, at least spend it on a trip to Bahamas, Carnival cruise, a blowjob, a handjob, an orgy with a bunch of street thugs, not for a vacation to Maryland. In June of 2019, Cannon Grant also took part in a ceremony at Suffolk County Mass District Attorney's Office, where her nonprofit was awarded $6,000 in forfeited assets to take 10 at-risk young men from Boston's crime-ridden Roxbury neighborhood to a 3-day violence prevention retreat in Philadelphia. But instead of using the money that way, Cannon Grant and her husband, who at the time had balances of $1.35 and $21 and a penny in their personal checking accounts, respectively, allegedly blew it on a trip to Colombia the following month. The spending included more than $1,200 at a Sonesta Suites hotel, as well as hundreds more for a rental car, fuel, parking, and meals at the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company and Shake Shack and other restaurants in Connecticut, New Jersey, and Maryland, according to the indictment. And before I rip these two dumbasses to shreds, and by also proxy all the people that donated to them, I would like to throw it to not someone who's as sexy as the sexiest black YouTuber, but somebody all the ladies that love meat would get a chance to jerk off to. Odella.
They're not that sexy. But anyway, BLM scammed a lot of people. They scammed a lot of people out of a lot of money. And how much money you want to know? $90 million. Yes, $90 million. That's a lot of zeros. All right. Supposedly $30 million of that money went to black organizations. The names haven't been released. The other 60, no one knows. When you ask the presidents and the founders who have stepped down where the money went, they do. I don't know. Don't mind these 3 houses or the mansion I bought. I got that with my money. That was my money. I put the hard work in. Is it really your money? Maybe not. Breonna Taylor's family has even come out. Her mother has stated that she hasn't seen money from the organization, the foundation. She hasn't seen money at all. She even stated that she went into a place filled with people who are supposedly there for her family, but didn't know who she was. Could you imagine that? Being the mother of a woman that you're protesting for, that you're here for, that you're fighting the good fight for, and you don't even know that's her mother? Michael Brown Sr. has also stated, where's all this money going? I haven't seen it. Now, if the families of these victims don't receive the money, who's getting the money? Well, people from BLM say they do give the families money, but they don't make it public. Bullshit. That is bullshit. Because if you were really giving money to the family, it would be public and the families wouldn't be coming out saying, you guys are not helping us. Did you give it to them after? Then why haven't they changed their statements then? Kind of strange. You know? Me, I come from Marcy Projects. If you don't know what Marcy Projects is, Jay-Z used to live there, okay? So, Marcy Project is still in squalor. There's many areas in Brooklyn, Harlem, Queens, and the Bronx, and certain parts of Staten Island that are still in squalor that don't see any money from these organizations. And I'm only talking about New York because I'm from New York, okay? The money isn't going back into these communities. And if you ask some of the people from the community how they feel about BLM, they will tell you they hate the organization. They don't like it. They don't feel that the cause is really for the people. It only hurts them. It has done nothing. Where's all this money going? You're taking money from people and doing what with it? You're not helping black communities. You're only helping yourselves. You take $6,000 to go eat a bubble gump shrimp? What? Really, nigga? You could at least went to Sizzlers or Red Lobsters. Get out of here with this nonsense. BLM is scamming people, and I hope people start waking up and seeing that you can taken for a ride. I want to know where the money is going to, but nobody seems to know where the money is going. I don't have it. Black community is not getting it. So where's it really going? Maybe Leon knows. Leon, do you have the money in your pockets?
I get it. You're young. You're probably middle-aged, you're old, you're dumb, you think the world is some rosy-cheeked place, and whenever a bad happens, you don't know what to do. You want to help so bad. You want to be at some way, somehow, part of the solution and no longer the problem. And instead of actually doing real work, charities, giving things away and doing all the things that would actually benefit some community, you just throw your money anywhere and you feel comfortable saying, I did a good job today. I actually did something important today. I did something worthwhile and it makes me feel good inside. Not realizing that potentially where you threw your money is to somebody that would use it for their own benefit and not for any community. And what baffles me is that there are so many examples of people preying on the emotions of vulnerable, dumb people who don't do any research, who don't do any foresight to actually look into any of these organizations, who actually just throw their money at anything and they succeed at getting whatever they want from you. And some people get away with it. Some people actually get all the money and they spend it on whatever they want and they live a lavish life using other people's money that they thought was going to be used to help other people. Some individuals, it takes a long time for them to get caught and $60 to $90 million gets built up over time. Some people buy large mansions while they're also complaining about how black people also criticize them because they think the only people who would criticize them are a bunch of racist white people. These are all aspects to this that many people don't think about because in their minds, if they just throw money at the problem, they feel like they've solved it. And I'm here to let you know that's not how that works. I get that you think you're a hero, but you're not. You're contributing to the problem, but I can't really fault you because you're not even doing the basic amount of research to actually see if these organizations are legitimate or bullshit. And I just have to say, it's hard to play the race card or convince me that, oh, the media and all these people are targeting a black couple when they have checking accounts that have $1.21 in it, yet they're going on vacations and getting all these luxury things. They're renting out cars. It just is a little bit odd to me how one could go from the bottom to the top that quick off of absolutely nothing. So, as many of you want to try to throw the excuses out and throw a pass and do all these things, you're more than welcome to do so. I would just like to point out that in the future, the next time these people prey on your emotions when they need an election year to go their way and they got to drum up those same 3 letters, I want you to remember a couple of things. There are people out there that will prey on your emotions and get you to feel guilty and get you to throw money at them just so that they could use it for themselves and not the community they guilt tripped you into caring about. There are some people who do not care at all and just want the money. And there are also some people who like to say Black Lives Matter, but they don't care about all black lives. They only care about the ones that are convenient to them getting some money. So subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Della. Go follow that big, bald, muscle Randy Savage clone. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.